Small, pocketable point-and-shoot cameras are having a serious moment right now. Cameras from brands like Fujifilm and Ricoh are sold out everywhere, and more people, especially on social media, are seeking older, often discontinued models instead. We spent a month with some of the most popular models to find the best point-and-shoot cameras on the market and the reason behind their rise in popularity. We spoke with professional photographers about what makes these cameras worth it over instant cameras or our smartphones. To help you find the right model, we've listed the best point-and-shoot cameras and their key features, plus the things you need to consider to help you choose the best one for you. And as always, you can check pricing for any of these products in the description below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. Number 4, Ricoh GR3, best large sensor point-and-shoot camera. If image quality is your top priority, consider the Ricoh GR3. It uses a larger APS-C sensor than any of our pics above, capturing photos with better overall image quality and more dynamic range. Its bigger sensor and fairly fast prime lens make it better suited to low-light situations. Despite the larger sensor, the camera's sleek, minimalist design makes it one of the most portable options on this list too, so it's a great fit for street and travel photos. This camera is aimed more at those seeking a pure photography experience with fewer bells and whistles. Some may find its fixed screen and lack of viewfinder limiting. Its fixed focal length lens is also less suited to casual snapshots than the zoom lens on the Sony, though it'll also force you to get more creative with your framing and composition. If you don't like the 28mm full-frame equivalent lens, the Ricoh GR3X is a tad pricier but comes with a 40mm equivalent lens for a more natural field of view. If you want to get dreamy diffused highlights, you can also opt for the HDF variant, which trades the original model's ND filter for a highlight diffusion filter. The Ricoh GR3 is decent for travel photography. It delivers excellent image quality and performs well even in low light. It's remarkably compact and easy to take with you on the go. It also feels well built and has a very bright screen that can easily overcome glare in sunny conditions. Unfortunately, its battery life is poor, and its autofocus system isn't very reliable with tracking moving subjects. Number 3, Sony ZV-1, best point-and-shoot vlogging camera. If you want a compact vlogging camera, look no further than the Sony ZV-1. It's small, lightweight, and designed specifically for vloggers, with features you won't find on more photography-oriented cameras. While this camera doesn't have a viewfinder, it's the only Cameraya on this list with a fully articulated screen, making it easy to monitor yourself while recording. It also comes with a detachable windscreen for its microphone to help cut down on ambient noise. Sony has since released the Sony ZV-1 II, with a wider angle lens that's ideal for walk and talk vlogs. Still, the original model is an even better deal now that its successor is out, and it has some advantages, like optical stabilization, so we still recommend it over the ZV-1 II. The camera uses Sony's ever-reliable autofocus, and even includes specialized modes like Product Showcase, which automatically shifts focus to any object held up in the frame rather than prioritizing your face, which is ideal for product and beauty vloggers. Like most point-and-shoots, battery performance is limited, especially if you're recording in 4K. However, the ZV-1 is tough to beat if you need something compact for vlogging or video. The camera's compact, lightweight design makes it easy to carry around handheld for long periods, and it feels comfortable to shoot with when held in a selfie position. Its fully articulated screen makes it easy to monitor yourself while vlogging. However, its lack of touch capability means you have to turn the camera around to adjust settings when the screen is facing you, which can be a bit of a hassle. The autofocus system can track faces without issue and features a specialized focus mode tailored toward product and beauty vloggers. Its stabilization feature also smooths out camera shake pretty effectively. Its battery life is also disappointingly short, and it can overheat during long recording sessions. Number 2, Canon PowerShot G5 X Mark II, best mid-range point-and-shoot camera. For those who don't want to spend a small fortune on a point-and-shoot, the Canon PowerShot G5 X Mark II offers a good balance of performance and features at a slightly lower price point. Like the Sony RX107, it uses a 1-inch sensor, so image quality is solid, even if it doesn't match up to large sensor compacts like the Ricoh GR3 below. Its built-in zoom lens doesn't have quite as much zoom range as the Sony, but it's still long enough to be fairly versatile for a range of subjects. Beyond that, the camera is super portable, and, like the RX107, has a pop-up viewfinder for sunny days when the screen is harder to see. Though its subject tracking isn't the most reliable, its autofocus is still generally decent, and does the job in most situations. Finally, if ergonomics are a priority for you, its small hand grip is one of the most comfortable we've tested among compact cameras. The Canon PowerShot G5X Mark II is good for travel photography. It offers very good image quality and has a fairly wide shutter speed range that lets you capture both quick moments as well as long exposure shots. It's also comfortable to hold, and its compact, lightweight construction makes it very easy to carry around for extended periods. While we don't test this feature, its lens built-in ND filter gives you a bit of extra leeway in adjusting aperture or shutter speed in bright environments. Its pop-up viewfinder could also make it easier to line up your shots. Depending on your usage patterns and choice of settings, its battery life is short, which means it might be best to carry around a second battery. Its autofocus system also has a hard time tracking faces. The camera can also overheat in high-heat environments. Number 1, Sony RX100 VII. Best point-and-shoot camera for most people. The Sony RX100 VII is the best point-and-shoot camera we've tested. This premium option is loaded with more features than a Swiss Army knife, including an excellent 1-inch stacked design sensor that captures great image quality for its class, and allows for quick 20 FPS burst shooting. Despite its pocketable size, the camera also has a wide range of useful extra features like a pop-up electronic viewfinder and a pop-up flash. Though its zoom lens isn't the sharpest or fastest, it has a fairly wide zoom range, giving you a lot of flexibility with framing and allowing you to capture faraway subjects. Add in a fantastic autofocus system, and this is one of the most full-featured point-and-shoots on the market. No wonder it's on its 7th iteration and counting. And if the price is too steep for you, you can still find older generations on the used market at a lower cost. The Sony RX100 VII is good for travel photography. Image quality out of the box is good for its class, and its autofocus system does a good job of tracking moving subjects and objects. Unfortunately, the camera's small size and lack of a dedicated hand grip can make it feel somewhat cramped in the hand, but it's an incredibly portable camera that you can bring almost anywhere your travels take you. That said, its battery life is quite limited, so you might need an extra battery.